Welcome back to the show. We're joined now by NCC women's cross country coach Mahesh Narayanan. Coach, just sum up what 2010 has been like for you and your team.
You know, it's actually been it was a building process. We had a fifth-year senior lead to charge. She was healthy. We had a lot of returners. We got a good group of juniors, sophomores, and we really mixed the freshmen in. And the freshmen really, for the first time in a long time, were not in that top lineup right away. So it was a different dynamic, and we worked with a lot of experience. You know, and we had a lot of experience from the track, a lot of experience from cross country the last couple of years at conference and national and the regional championship. So it was really a nice group to work with. And I know everyone had one goal and one focus, and that sometimes isn't easy when you get a group of anyone together. But the purpose was pretty common, which was nice. And I think with leadership and work ethic, it was really, I guess let me put it this way, it was nice to show up every day to practice, and you never knew if it was 5:50 a.m. or 3 p.m. The excitement was always there, and the personalities were there. So it was a tremendous year for us, I feel. So.
And you talked about you've worked with some young teams in the past. Kind of what's the difference from your standpoint working with a team that has so much experience, kind of has some veterans up top compared to that young dynamic?
I think the way our recruiting has been going, the way our talent has been, I think we've been able to. It's a stair step more these last 4 or 5 years. The group we had last time we went to nationals, I think they really helped set the tone, and in some ways where they were in the mix, for 3 or 4 years, and then eventually we had to pass the torch. So I think as recruiting and our program evolved to that point, and being here, it's 11 years. This is my 11th season. It takes some time to get that in, and I think just philosophically, we are a 4-year program, and I think there's more interest in being there for 4 years, not just having a 1 and out or 2 and out. So it's really, I think that's starting to trickle in more, and the ladies have opportunities to race, and you hope something sticks, at that higher level. But I think it's really, it's philosophically, I think we have more people in sync, and we hope to continue that every year too. So,
well, the men weren't the only ones at the Wartburg College for nationals. Let's take a look at the highlight. Cardinal senior Amanda Lesh is the lone NCC representative in the women's race. She's hoping to improve on her 94th place finish at the national meet last season. 279 women from colleges across the country, but only one can be called national champion. 3/4 of a mile in the race is quite tight behind the pace vehicle. No one has separated herself yet. Wendy Pavlis, Jennifer Gossels, Jenny Scher, and Elizabeth Lawton make up the lead pack. But not far behind is Lesh in the white tank and red sleeves. She's sitting in 16th. We move to the 2 1/4 mile mark, and Lesh has moved up in the second pack now. She sits 9th with less than half of the race left. Half a mile later, the lead pack gets smaller. It's Pavlis, Scher, and Gossels now stretching out their big lead. Lesh keeps moving up though. She sits 8th now with Christy Cazzola, Ann Lydens, and Paige Mills just in front of her. At the finish line, it's Pavlis from St. Lawrence. The senior obliterates the field, takes the title by an 11-second margin. Lesh would cross the finish line in 15th place, the senior finally adding All-American to her running resume.
I felt really good. It was exciting to have everything pay off, and it was tough at the very end because so many girls were so close together.
She had to separate herself out and get herself in position, especially with a lot of kickers. And that field up there with the top 25, 30, those are some very good ladies in the country. So she did the right thing at the right time, and I think she had to do what she had to do, but her race, probably as intuitive as she is as a racer, was perfect for her today.
Last year I was only running half my mileage, and I was swimming the other half because I had been injured. So I've come a long way from injuries, and our team's doing awesome, so that just feels so good to, just keep building the program and everything. So I just want to be a piece of it.
Coaches, we saw there Amanda finishes her career getting that elusive All-American nod. What has she meant to this program?
A lot. She's been a lot, leadership-wise, talent-wise. She's a great student, great athlete. I think the biggest thing was she was a great symbol for the program. When you're running healthy, you're running consistent, and the focus is there that you can do a lot. And I know one of the first comments she made to the girls is, one, she's always felt the team has helped her, which, coming from her, it means a lot because she's saying it, not that she's herself. She's always been a team person. The other part, she always felt she always wanted the team to be with her. Unfortunately, this year that wasn't the way it was going to go. But she's always kept the team mindset. That's always been her success, and I think that's always been our. She's been a nice person up front to help show those things. And her success, even though we won as an individual, still stems from our team process that we had all year. So.
How much have you seen her grown over 4.5 years?
A lot. It really is. It's maturity and presence of mind. Every year, you know, she's figured out something about herself, figured out something about her athletically, and even just internally. It's gotten better and stronger. And I think, you know, as they say this all the time, is you cannot win young in this league, and you cannot be. You need to have the maturity, you need to have those things, and if you want to have that long-term success, it's about plugging in every day. And she was able to do that. Even through some tough times, she still figured out a way to get back and get herself going. And again, this was a great demonstration, just having consistency all year. So,
back-to-back CCIW championships for you guys, but 2009 and 2010 were definitely, those two meets were definitely very different.
Yeah.
Just take me through kind of what the difference is, where last year you guys are sitting on pins and needles waiting for results to come in, winning by a single point, when this year you guys knew you had it.
Yeah, it really, I think last year was a good dress rehearsal in the sense that we knew we had the ability. We knew Wheaton's a great team. They're, they still, I believe, lead the charge in our conference with the most CCW wins. So they're always a force to be reckoned with. And I always felt anyone in the conference, you can never really discount anyone. But I think this year we reminded everyone, you got to respect the conference. I don't care if it was last year or this year. And part of that helps shape how we set up our game plan. Really, when we get the championship season, that's our time of year. Last year, we had a couple freshmen in there that really helped us and helped close the door with us. This year, we had those freshmen plus some juniors plus a healthy, fifth year. The combination got better. So we were actually a better team this year than we were last year. We would definitely take the win last year, and we'll definitely take the win this year. So, and again, it's maturity is really what it helped us this year.
Have to respect the conference. What do you mean by that?
I always, we recruit against a lot of the kids, and we know the talent's there. And when you look through there, any given day, I always feel like you have to be prepared to race. You cannot just go in to the conference or any competition and just feel like you could just roll through the conference. So when we want to keep, and we want to remind our ladies that it is our conference championship, and that's a place where everyone gets excited for the team championship. That's the ultimate team championship. We always felt, but that's a place where things can happen. So you have to be prepared and you have to be ready to go. So.
Which of your runners made the most improvement over the course of the season, if you had to pick one?
We got several. Probably our seniors. I'll probably pick out our seniors. We had Colleen Brzezinski, Amy, or Amanda Lesh, Tracy Mattis, Sarah Scanlon. We have one more in there. Colleen Oaks. As far as maturity, those were I feel like being a fifth year, getting to your senior year in our program is a big deal. Getting to be a senior in a collegiate program is a big deal. I think for them, that's where the improvement is. They got better, and that's what we want to keep doing. And in attitude and athletically, and school, they got better in a lot of ways. So.
And looking back on your 2010 schedule, you see some of these early meets that you guys participated in, the Badger Classic, Illinois Intercollegiates. These are both meets with a lot of D1 and really up there competition. How much do you think that helped the girls competing in that so early?
Part of the combination is looking at the competition we're looking at, like you said, the teams, and also looking at the courses we go on. So we use those early season meets, pretty much up until conference. We want to find teams, we want to find races that are going to help us at the end. And if Division I happens to be there, Division II, III, it doesn't really matter. We really look at what kind of competition is a combination. It does help shape us for the championship season. It does help us get us ready for the championship season. So.
Well, we appreciate you coming by. Good luck next year.
Thank you.
Well, that's not all for this edition of the Cardinal Report. Stick around for more just after this short break.